Hello, my name is Carol Johnson and I work here in the Sioux Valley Self-Government Office. I'm here today with the Citizenship Committee, and the committee will be going over the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law. Right now it's being drafted for community review and approval. So we have a bit of a presentation to provide to you just so you can have a better understanding of what this law is about. So just a little bit of background here. In the governance office for the staff, we have Melissa Hotain, who is the Director of Intergovernmental Affairs. There's myself as the Self-Government Implementation Coordinator. We have Kimberly McKay-Daniels, who is our Communications Coordinator. We have Sandra Cooling, who is our Information Manager. We also have Laura Pratt, who works here with us, and she is our Dakota Language Writer and Coordinator. She also works with the Dakota Language Law Committee. We have Cheyenne Ironman, who is our Lands Manager, and she also works with the Sioux Valley Lands Advisory Committee. We have Jocelyn Ross, who is the Administrative Assistant, and we have a new person who just joined us, and his name is Daryl Hodkin, who is the Justice Coordinator. So some of the work that we've done this past year is just a bit of a snapshot of what we've been doing here. Sioux Valley Dakota Nation, we continue to engage with the Intergovernmental Relations and Implementation Support Committee, which is the IRIS Committee. And they consist of representatives from Sioux Valley, Canada, and Manitoba. The IRIS Committee meets regularly to review issues on the implementation of the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Governance Agreement. Sioux Valley Dakota Nation signed a framework agreement with Canada and Manitoba in 2018 to co-develop a reconciliation negotiation mandate with Canada and Manitoba. Sioux Valley Dakota Nation has been meeting with the parties to determine a path forward to address the outstanding issues that we as Dakota people face. This table is known as the Recognition of Indigenous Rights and Reconciliation, or RIRSD. The RIRSD supports Sioux Valley Dakota Nation's work in areas of land research, mapping of Dakota territories, loss of lands and economic impact, community consultations and engagement sessions, and the development of a Dakota language law. Sioux Valley is currently working on seeking funding for phases 2 and 3 of the land research. We also work with some committees. So to help the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation governance, committees have been established to assist in the development of the following laws. So there is a Dakota Language Law Committee, and they are developing a Dakota Language Law. There's the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Election Law Review Committee, who is revising our current Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate election law. There's also the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Citizenship Committee, and the Citizenship Committee is developing the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law. There's also a Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Lands Advisory Committee, and they are working towards the development of a Sioux Valley land law. There's a Child and Family Law Committee, and they are managed through Dakota Tawahe Services, and they are also working toward developing a Child and Family Law. There's also some supplementary committees. These committees are the Housing Committee, which is managed through Sioux Valley Housing, so this is an advisory committee, as well as the Sioux Valley Education Committee, which is managed through Sioux Valley Education.
Hi, my name is J.D. Elk, and I am the chairperson for the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Citizenship Committee. The SVDN Chief and Council requested interested applicants to apply for the Citizenship Committee in November 2019. The committee consists of the following: me as the chairperson, Lorraine Pompana as the co-chair, Jamie Eastman, Cheryl McKay, Sharon Tachin, and Kimberly McKay as the committee members. Why create a Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law? Purpose: the Citizenship Law will assure that Sioux Valley Dakota Nation has full control over citizenship and that citizens have access to the benefits associated with citizenship. The Citizenship Law will protect our citizens' rights and freedoms now and for future generations. Process: the Citizenship Committee has been meeting since being appointed and have developed a timeline and work plan. These guides will work in conjunction with the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation self-governance during the community consultations. Members of the Citizenship Committee will be available to answer questions and listen to community input in regards to the proposed Citizenship Law during the community consultations. The Citizenship Committee developed a survey in which they will use to receive direction and feedback from the community members on the development of this law. The community will vote on the proposed Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law in 2021. Community engagement. The Citizenship Committee acknowledges the fact that we are in a pandemic and it has affected the traditional engagement strategies used in the past in person. The Citizenship Committee has looked at alternative engagement strategies, which will include use of website utilizing the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation community newsletter, creating this video, and social media. The Citizenship Committee developed the survey to seek input from citizens residing on and off the reserve.
Hello, I'm Lorraine Fontana. I'm a member of the Citizenship Committee, and I'm just going to explain our work plan. And since we started on this committee, we've done a lot of work already, and some of the things we've done are we've done initial planning meetings and review of the Citizenship Law and documents. We developed a work plan, and we developed a timeline, and we scheduled engagement sessions, as well as developed engagement documents. And secondly, we had some engagement sessions, so we sent out invitations to the community, and we hosted engagement sessions, and we provided information on in-person and online. We also developed reports, what was heard out in the community, and we formulated into themes for law revision. And thirdly, we are now in the drafting of the revised laws. We're continuing to have monthly meetings, and we have prepared a draft law for the community, and we're scheduling follow-up engagement sessions. So the next step would be to follow up on the engagements. We would need to host follow-up engagement sessions, and we need to revise the law based on final feedback. So our proposed Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Oyate Citizenship Law is this. So Section 1, the title is the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law. Section 2, the purpose is to preserve and promote the integrity of the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate. We need to identify persons who have a right to citizenship, and also to identify persons who may be granted citizenship, and determine how many persons may acquire or lose citizenship. So Section 3 is looking at the principles. Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate will define and determine its own citizenship. Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate will respect the equality of men and women. Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate will respect the acquired rights of current citizens and those eligible to be citizens. And Section 4 on definitions is adoption, appeals board, the ban list, citizenship law, Citizenship Committee, Citizenship Register, Common Law Partner, Counsel, Enrollment Officer, Member, Mentally Incompetent, Minor, Nation, and Qualified Spouse.
Hi, my name is Kimberly McKay, and I'm also part of the Citizenship Committee, and we'll just continue on with Section 5. So it is for enrollment officer, so specific duties of the enrollment officer. Duties include maintaining citizenship register, receiving and processing applications, providing completed applications to the Citizenship Committee, providing information regarding citizenship as required, and ensuring all information remains confidential. Section 6 is the Citizenship Register, a register maintained by the enrollment officer which includes names of all citizens and dates which they became citizens, and those people who were but are no longer citizens and the date they ceased to be citizens. No disclosure of citizenship register unless otherwise required by the nation for internal purposes or a request is made by the individual seeking confirmation of citizenship on their behalf or is a legal guardian representative of another individual. Section 7, Citizenship Eligibility. So this was a question that is a part of our survey, which was question 1. So a person who is currently registered within SVDN will automatically become a citizen once SVDO Citizenship Law is passed. What is the criteria for determining SVDO citizenship? Criminal record check, child abuse registry check. What offenses, convictions would stop a person from gaining citizenship? Is there a timeline after a conviction when they can apply? Ancestry, one or two parents, one grandparent or two grandparents, or great-grandparents. A reference from a previous First Nations, adoption, either legal or custom, or a letter of application or process. So Section 8, Application for Procedure. For persons entitled to citizenship, they would complete the application and additional supporting documents, which may include school records, band list, Army service records, driving records, medical or hospital records, church records, oral evidence, custody documentation, birth, marriage, or death certificates, census records, family trees, or baptismal records. These records will be used to trace ancestry or genealogy.
Hi, my name is Jamie Aceman and I will be doing Section 9, Revocation of Citizenship. How does a person cease to be a citizen? By death in writing to Enrollment Officer. On the survey, it's question number 4, with feedback required. Others are obtaining citizenship fraudulently, error, enrolled in another tribe, person's conduct demonstrates a threat to the health, peace, order to another person or community. Should a person lose their citizenship upon divorce or separation? Through a petition, how many people would need to sign the petition in order to be valid? Section 10 is appeals. The process for a person to appeal the decision by the Citizenship Committee. Section 11, Amendment. What is the threshold of eligible voters required to make an amendment to the Citizenship Law? The Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Citizenship Committee is now in the drafting phase of the SVDN Citizenship Law. A community vote will be scheduled in 2021. In conclusion, the draft of the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law will be provided to the citizens of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation once drafting is completed. The Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Citizenship Committee will be hosting following up engagement sessions, possibly in person and virtually, in the spring of 2021. The citizens will have an opportunity to vote on the proposed law in 2021.
So due to the lack of having in-person meetings, the committee wanted to look at the best way where we can get this information out to our members that are living on and off the reserve, and we decided that this video was the best way to reach everybody. We understand that there may be some questions coming in, so if you would like to contact us, you can contact the Sioux Valley Citizenship Committee through the Sioux Valley Governance Office, and our mailing address is P.O. Box 38, Griswold, Manitoba, R0M0S0. The phone number here is 204-855-2760, or you can email us at self.government@svdngovernance.com. We will be able to provide this presentation to you via email through request, and we also encourage you to check our Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Governance website as well as Facebook pages if you are on Facebook. Sioux Valley Dakota Nation also has information through Twitter, so you can check out Twitter at SVDN Governance, as well as Instagram, which is SVDN Governance. We hope that you are staying safe, and we encourage you to email us if you have any questions, or you can also give us a call. Thank you.